Good evening, everyone. Told you we had something special to do today, and got it here. It is a third brake light. We've liked them, we've seen them, we want to put one on, and my wife surprised me and ordered me one, so we can be seen when we stop, I guess. It's really cool. It goes behind the spare tire. Everybody has seen a lot of these. So let's get it installed. This is just some of the tools you're going to need. T15 Torx, some type of wire stripper, something to cut wire with, some shrink wrap, some butt connectors, another connection, 2-wire connector for like a trailer. That is going to be what I connect it with, because if I have to take it off for any reason and can't put a spare tire back on there, I'm going to need to unplug it. And my wire clippers. And I got a lighter right there for the heat shrink. So now let's get this tire off of here. So now, after the tire's off, we're going to remove these 4 T15 Torx that are on here. And that's going to give us access to the third brake light wires. There they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to unplug this. We're going to take the wire out of the holder and unplug it. Wow. There it comes. So with this out of the way, we'll go on to looking at the wires. So now we've got the tire off, the light's disconnected, got the wire plug here. Remember, this wire just is long enough to go up in there, so no mistakes made on this thing, okay? So now we get to do add the third light in. I've selected my wires going to be back here. Gotta strip it and put some butt connectors on it now with the plug. The only thing this thing came with is just the light. No wire ends, no butt connectors. So you just expect that on a lot. Now there's a lot of them out there if you buy them. They do have all of the stuff in it that you may need. So mine didn't. It just came with a light, so had to supply all the other stuff with it. So just butt connectors, plug. Like I said, I'm putting a plug in so I can unplug it. If for some reason I have to take my spare tire off, and say I have to drop it off to have it plugged or something like that, a tire, this is just going to flop around on here. Well, I can unplug this and just take it off and put it in the back of the Jeep, and until the time that I can get my tire back on, which is what holds it on. There's some of them that come with retainer clips that slide over, that hold them on. I may pick some up at auto parts store and do that later on, but right now this is going to work for me. I like the idea of the plug. If something happens, I can take it off. But so now let's put some butt connectors on this stuff and let's get going. So there it is. Now, you got to put the plug on. Remember, red and white's going to go together. Oh, that's not going to work that way. Made it a little too long. Let's cut some of this off. There we go, this is off. Twist it up, make it nice. Crimpers. So now I'm just going to set that in there and hold it. That's the red wire, so it gets the white end of the plug. Good solid crimp. No play there. And there we go. That's what happens when you get ahead of yourself. You then put the shrink tube over that. I'll put some electrical tape on it, but got ahead of myself. So this side, the rest of them will get shrink tube, but the one won't. I'll put some electrical tape over it and hope for the best, you know? So. So there it is, all crimped together. Got some shrink tube I'll put on this one. So here we go. Normally I'd get a heat gun, but mine's up there on the shelf. I just didn't feel like it, so I grabbed a lighter. It's on there pretty good. Let that cool. So now that end of it's done. Now the fun part comes: cutting your stock pigtail. So I'm going to cut mine in here. I like to get the plug and everything back up, you know, not too far, but because you can reach up underneath here. I just want to be able to grab it right here and pull it out, because I don't know if I'll ever have a Torx T15 with me while I'm out and about. I do have all kinds of tools in here. So here it goes. We're going to cut the factory pigtail for the light. So now we got a little bit of extra wire protector here. We're going to cut some of this off. Still like to have it on there, but I don't need that much. There we go. So now, again, black, red, and white. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the black, strip it back, the red and white, strip it back. I'm going to put this piece in by itself. And I need to get two more butt connectors real quick. So we'll put on some dance music while I run back and grab the butt connectors. Okay, well, we got the two more butt connectors. So, hope you enjoyed the little dance music. But, so now we got two new butt connectors. We're going to grab our little crimpers. And run them on here. Yep, a little hair long. One down. Two down. Okay, again, that's the plug from the light. So now what we got to do is we got to add some the other plug onto here. So let's get these wires up here. And I'm just going to twist these together and put them in the butt connector. I may have to get a larger butt connector, we'll see. These wires are pretty thin though. And then we'll put them in the other end, and that's how I'm splicing in. Again, having a solder and a solder gun and soldering these together would have been great. But some good, like I said, the shrink wrap works. I'm glad I said that so I can remember to put shrink wrap on this. Shrink wrap works very well. And I'm going to have to put it on the other end, on the plug end, so I can slide it down on here. See, I put the two whites together, two reds together. Or, I'm sorry, the two whites together and the two blacks together. And so here's the end of my plug. So now I can get a couple more pieces of this, the shrink wrap, shrink tubing. And shove on here. So here we go. We're in now. So then we got the other two ends. So we put this. Good protector is going to be a pain in the butt. Get those wrapped together. Get my cripper set up. Run them in there. Good solid crimp there. I mean, these crimpers are amazing. That's a good solid crimp, 2 wires, all 3 of them together. Get the black one set up now. So that's them all together. So put this shrink tubing over everything. Give it some heat. Let them shrink up. And there it is. So we got a good connection on it. We've got it shrink wrapped. Connections back together. So we're on the home stretch. So I'm gonna run this back up in here. There's where my connection comes out. Gonna plug it together. Yeah, well, it looks like I may have to put a zip tie on it. I see that already. That's cool. That's all part of it, learning. So now the third light. See a lot of people cut these off, and I quite don't know what the law is on removing the stock third light. I think it has to be a certain distance off the ground and everything, and I think that's why a lot of people don't cut them off, but I'm pretty sure that it's the distance. I'm not sure. I will find out though. I'll find a highway patrolman and ask him and see what what he says, or call somebody and find out. But I mean, that's just how easy it was. It was just, a lot of people cringe. I do. That's why you don't see anything drilled into the body of my Jeep. This I figured was something I could, as long as I had the plug-ins, I could rewire it if I had to. I can take the plugs apart and solder and put everything back together. So I wasn't really too concerned about doing that. So, but it may not be a 15. I've been telling you guys it's a T15 this whole time, and I don't think that it is. It's not. Maybe it's a 16. We're gonna try this T20. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a T20. So forget all the T15 talk. It's a T20. I've stripped that bolt out by hand. screw, not a bolt. So that's everything hooked back up. So I'm gonna get my wife to get in there and hit the brakes, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, we're ready to go. So go ahead and hit them, baby. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let off, baby. So now we're gonna get the spare tire back up on it and go from there. Quick and easy and something nice. Spare tire back up there. So now we're gonna put the spare tire on. So there it is, spare tire back on. Always remember, when you put your spare tire back on, make sure your valve stem's at the top. If it's at the bottom, all the air will run out of it. So make sure your valve stem's at the top so the air don't run out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this install video. I'm gonna get my wife to hit it one more time with the tire on. Baby, hit the brakes. Look at that. That's sweet. Hang on. All that red. Okay, let off. Hit it again. Yeah, that's nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Remember, be safe in your shops. Be safe out there on the road. And peace out.